There we go, everybody. I think we are official tissue. I think we are official tissue, everybody. For those that don't know, if you're watching this version, you know what? Let me just do. I'm gonna do the intro all over again, as if we didn't have a tech difficulty, and then I'm just gonna start the show.
Uh, I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the result. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, outcasted like hey ya.
And Uncle Freezie is in the building. Yeah, Knicks in the morning time show. Thank you. The Knicks morning drive. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started expeditiously, right? Let's go, party people. Thank you for being patient with me through the tech difficulties. I hope your morning is going well. I hope your morning is going well. Shout out to everybody that's sitting in your cubicle right now. You know what I'm saying? Answering calls or or data entry or customer service. Shout out to all my truck drivers out there on the road. Y'all be safe. Watch out for the other guy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to all my factory workers that got the earbuds in as they walk about the factory, knowing HR told them they're not supposed to have their earbuds in, but they got their earbuds in anyway. Shout out, shout out to y'all. Shout out to my people. Shout out to all my sales people out there grinding. The week is almost over. Short week for some, not so short week for others. But we grinding anyway. We grinding anyway, man. So salute to everybody. Salute. I want to talk about a few things. Y'all know the vibe. I want to talk about a few things, man. We beat the Chicago Bulls last night. The Bulls suck. So what? Ain't throwing shade at them. They have great content creators. Over the past few weeks, I've learned that they have great content creators over there. I think there's a guy named Pat the Designer that's doing great stuff. There's a guy named I don't know how you pronounce. I guess it's either Hayes or Hazy or something like that. But he real smooth on the microphone. Salute to him. Salute to SB Sports Talk. That's our guy. You know what I'm saying? That's our homeboy. So salute to the Chicago Bulls content creators, man, out there doing anything. I want to talk to y'all about something that I saw last night, though, in this game. It had nothing to do with the Chicago Bulls, but everything to do with where this organization is going. Right, and I'm gonna put this up here too. I'm gonna share the screen, but I want you guys to see some numbers. Bam. That's what I want to share with y'all. As I was preparing to come to jump on and rock the mic with everybody, let me see how's this look on Instagram. Okay. Eddie Hunter, what's good? Oh, I know who it is. I know who E Hunter is. Is that for me? Okay. Mo don't know that she can be seen. You know you're on camera, right? Y'all stop looking at Bahama. It's Bahama Mama, right? Is that what I have to call you? Okay. I have to call her Bahama Mama. If you're a lady, if you're a chocolate lady from the Bahamas, I think that you're the national. There's a national edict that you have to call chocolate ladies from the Bahamas, Bahama Mamas. Hey, Bahama Mama. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Salute to all our people on IG. We trying to do our thing, man. We're trying to level up. Are we trying to level up around here, man? Blorange Tears. But listen, I got something that I want to talk to y'all about. And I spoke to y'all about it Monday, right? And now it's gonna be the topic du jour. Well, actually, I have two topics. One, I'm borrowing from our cousin CK2K, right? And I hit him up on X before I started. So shout out to CK2K for his video this morning. Subscribe to his channel, right? Show him some love. I try to catch his stuff as often as I can. He said something, in a video that he released this morning that intrigued me, right? And I don't know if it was tongue in cheek, right? I don't know if it was a joke or not. But what I do know though is whether he said it, whether it was a joke or not, it intrigued me, and I'm going to talk to you guys about it. And I hit him up on X, letting him know that it intrigued me, and I'm going to talk about it. And so I want to give him credit for at least bringing it up, even whether it's a joke or not. Whether it's a joke or not, I don't know. I don't know if he was joking or not. I'm not joking about it. Right. So salute to CK2K, a YouTube content creator. If you hadn't subscribed to his channel, please do so. That young man is a hard worker, y'all. That dude is a boss. This dude is doing like videos and all types of stuff, man. All types of stuff. He used to work for the Fumble. I don't know if he still do that or not. I always thought he had I always felt like he had a delightful content creator personality. I always find him to be dope. Even when he is kicking my ass in our fantasy basketball league. Even when he kicking my neck in our fantasy basketball league, I still find him delightful, right? So since I mentioned him, I'll speak to what he mentioned first, and then I'll talk about Jalen Brunson being a double-digit assist guy, right? Yo, Bobby Santiago is in the building. Sherwin is in here. Building blocks was good. Kerry Cox. Wilson Ding is in the building. Banger Smoker is in the building. What's good? These glasses are filthy, man. So The topic that CK2K joked about was Julius Randle in the MVP conversation. So I don't know if he was serious or if he was joking. I don't know. He did bring up a solid point. Blue is in the building. Andrew Collier is in the building. Jake is in the building. Wilson Dang. Rod Tucker, what's good, boss? Roy Hughes is in the building. The son of the legend, Kerry Cox, is in the building. King Imbut was happening. De La Cruz was good. Eli Wise, the voice of reason, is in the building. Fritz Alcindor is in the building. You saw, Jermaine Royster is in the building. Jermaine Royster probably somewhere grading papers. I got Jermaine Royster's in the building, probably somewhere grading papers. Do your thing, man. Hey, man. Hey, man. Help protect the future, bro. We need it. Sherwin in here, building blocks. Big Kappa is in the building. What's good, Big Kappa? In here, high stepping. Big Kappa is in here, high stepping. Like, yeah, we robbed y'all in that trade, Uncle Freezie. I know. Okay. Shout out to our brethren up north. It's only beef on game day, bro. Y'all know the vibe. Y'all know the vibe. Alfonso Scott is in the building. So here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? I'm gonna speak to the point that CK2K made, and I want to give him credit. I don't know if he was joking or not. And honestly, I don't know if he knew if he was joking or not, because it's a kind of a serious topic, but not too serious. So I have an alert on X. I'm gonna see if this is him responding to us. Okay. No, it's Atlanta Hawks fans talking trash. Okay. Okay. So the Julius Randle thing is intriguing in a sense that if Randle finishes in the top 10 in MVP votes this year, it won't be the first time, right? Right. It won't be the first time. It'll be the second time. But at the same time, I think we all are confident that Julius Randle won't be the NBA MVP, but to be merely mentioned in the conversation is a plus. Right? It's an honor. I'm going to take this down just for a little bit, y'all, so I can. To be mentioned in the conversation is an honor. It's a privilege. Well, not I guess it's an honor, right? To be mentioned in the conversation. Because if you look at where Randle started, salute everybody in the chat. Salute. I see y'all coming in. So I don't know if Randle can be an MVP caliber player. Usually by now, you either know or you don't know. Right? Either you know or you don't know. Right? Okay, I see y'all. Salute to everybody on Instagram. I see y'all. I see y'all out here on Instagram. This is it's something new, man. So I'm trying to kind of get used to the feeling of IG, YouTube, and X at the same time. Right? So here's the thing. If you're going by the type of season that Julius Randle is having, beyond that disaster of a start, right? If you're going, if you're gonna judge Randle from, say, Thanksgiving forward, if you're gonna judge Randle on, say, Thanksgiving forward, of course he's in the MVP conversation. Don't be a idiot, unnecessary hater. Tighten yourself up. You know he playing well right now. Don't be an idiot. Right? Right? Don't be idiotic. Don't put unnecessary eyes on you for being stupid. You know Randle is balling, right? If you go from a certain day, right? We all know that Randle struggled out of the box. I think none of us are going to be dumb enough to say Randle didn't struggle out of the box. Right? Right? Just want to say Randle looked terrible at the beginning of the season. Terrible at the beginning of the season. But since that turnaround, he's been looking fantastic. And nobody can argue that. Right? You can't argue that Julius Randle does not look fantastic. In January, and I know it's only 2 games, but in January, Julius Randle is averaging 37 points a game. 37 points a game. In December, he averaged 27.6 points a game on about 55% from the floor, 86% from the free throw line. And while November was a bad month, it was a turnaround month. He started the month off 3 for 15, 5 for 20 against Milwaukee. There was a 8 for 19 game against San Antonio, a 7 for 19 game on November 13th. But since then, Julius Randle has been really good. MVP level good. Now, am I saying he's top 5 MVP vote getter? No. Relax. It's like the Miss Universe pageant. If you don't win Miss Universe, the fact that you're in it means you are beautiful. Right? Right? You don't have to win Miss Universe to be considered to be beautiful. Just the fact that you're on stage, that you're at the event, means everything. Ricardo Torres is in the building. Jerry Fitz is in here. Jerry Fitz says Knicks in contention for a second seed in the East. Lopsided schedule so far. Saturday is our 36th game, 8th back-to-back. I got you. I'm gonna speak to that. But Jerry Fitz, I want to, when it comes to like the certain stuff, I want to the perspective of those things, right? is what I want to speak to. And I was gonna speak to Cowboy Bob is in the building. Let me throw the link in the chat. I gotta throw the link in the chat because I saw Cowboy Bob. Hold on, y'all. Pitbull in here whining. He want to go back outside. Cowboy Bob says, "Good morning." I see you. Where's King Ribby at? Anybody seen King Ribby? So the Julius Randle thing, we know he started off terribly. And let me point out that he started off terribly. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Good morning.
Good mornings.
I just want to say thank you, and good blessings and solitude. I'm actually in a good mood.
All right. I'm actually drinking coffee.
Are you groggy this morning?
No.
Okay, so then you're in a good mood then. Don't worry about it. Coffee's a good thing.
Coffee
And chocolate, they say, help you in the morning. I got notes, bro, so when you're ready, sir.
Yo,
You said
and Wiz is in the building. I see you, Wiz.
Yep. So I'm ready, man.
Look who here. Jake backstage. Jake, you ready? Jake, you ready?
Yes, sir. What's going on, folks?
What's good, boss? How you doing?
I'm chilling, my brother. Working busy, but grinding my money. Let's get it, bro.
Let's get it. Hey, so the topic so the two topics I brought up this morning, one is a pipe dream type conversation I feel like is necessary to be had, right? And the other is can we believe what we're seeing, right? So the topic I'm on now, and I guess you know that already, is the Julius Randle being in the MVP conversation topic, and the other topic I'm going to speak on briefly is Jalen Brunson becoming a facilitator, right? And so while we're on the Randle, hey, first of all, let me say, Jake, what is it? This is the second time?
Brunson's double stat line. Yes, sir.
No. I'm talking about you being on the live. Is this the second time?
Yeah, I believe so. It's been a while since I've been on the first time, honestly.
Yeah, because I think it was a while ago.
Yes, sir.
But so the Randle thing, I'm not confident that Randle is going to be in the MVP conversation. But if he continues to play at this pace, bro, if he continues to have a red hot January, somewhere in the neighborhood of over 30 points a game, how can you exclude him from the MVP conversation if his team is winning?
Oh, Jake, I was going to let you go first because I talk a lot.
Oh, I mean, I hear you about that. I heard you about Randle, but like I said, man, he's been hot lately, man. He's been hot like since believe January, ever since he played like I think it was a month ago. He'd been hot almost a month now.
Yeah, like
as
right
far as I've watched
Thanksgiving?
Randle, I watched the games too. So as far as I've seen him play, he's been a hot streak, man. Yeah,
this
he's
is
been
probably
hot.
about the hottest that we've ever seen Randle as a Knick.
Yeah, he's been having double doubles like 10 times already, or maybe more.
Yeah.
And he's goated, bro. And honestly, to be really honest with you, in my opinion, the way I see him play, he could be one of the candidates to be MVP in that conversation. Right. But I'm not gonna. And my guarantees, I don't think he'll be winning the MVP. And Embiid's already on the top boards with Jokic and Giannis. Those three are the most likely to be selected MVP this year. Right. Correct me if I'm mistaken, but I just believe that was so far as it stands. That's how it goes. That's how it is.
Right. So SRK says Randle not in MVP conversation. Stop this, man. Y'all know it's the truth. Come on, bro.
I'm saying the process. I'm saying the process of him. Right now, he's in the process. Yeah, we have to wait till how he plays out the end of the season.
Yeah,
I'm talking about long term, like if he gets to that point.
And you know what? And you know what, Cowboy Bob? What happens is, as Knicks fans, what happens is if Julius Randle was playing at this level for
a year,
the Washington Wizards, and they were winning.
Yep.
The same people that say no, Randle's not an MVP for the Knicks would be saying Randle's in the MVP conversation for another team.
And I was going to say that exact thing. I was like, we have a bias towards Randle's because for years, people have been saying he's been playing like a bum. But if you look at the beginning of the season, he was struggling because he was still recovering from foot surgery, getting into play. That's why the last 45 days, you've seen him playing more in flow. And what most people don't even notice about our thoroughbred Randle, who that is a guy that we need to be behind. He's been running downhill a lot more lately. You see him going on fast breaks, dunking on people. You see him cutting to the basket. You see him being more aggressive, and his shots they may not be as perfect because, yeah, he did go, I think, 3 for 7 from 3, which he got to work on those threes. But the way he's zoning in to attack the basket, hitting free throws, getting involved, this is an aggression that people wanted earlier in his career, but due to injuries or whatever you want to say he's doing now. So they overlook it because they say he's always hurt. He's always this. But this is who Julius Randle is. And the fact that OG is helping out Brunson with the pass and giving him more confidence, that's where it's also helping out with Randle. Because if you see when they're doing fast break points, Randle is the first or second option running back on offense. And he's getting those quick buckets, and he's running back on defense. And it's allowing DiVincenzo to just circle around wherever he wants on the court to get pickoff steals. So the way Randle has been playing, I think we haven't seen it to this high of a production due to injuries, but I'm not going to use that as an excuse. But what I am going to say is the consistency that he's going to show moving forward is impressive, and nobody's going to give him respect because they never seen Randle play like this consecutively in the regular season or in the playoffs. But nobody wants to pay him respect because every superstar or all-star has struggling periods. But it's because it's Randle and he's for the Knicks. But this year, I think it could be consistent to where he gives us 28, about 11 assists, about 2 or 3 assists, and like about 10 rebounds. Sorry. But I think this is the Randle that we all wanted to see years ago, but he couldn't due to whatever reason. But it's now flowing. Think about it. I think he can average 25, 10, 4, and 1.
I could see that. I could see that.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the offense now, remember before I used to complain about those extra passes and it looked sloppy and sloppy? This is quick. It's like even with Brunson, when Randle was in the paint, he kicked it out to Brunson. Brunson quicked it right to DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo hits the 3, and it's like attack, or pass, shoot. Like, it's just so quick and random that it's different. And I hate to say it, if RJ was playing like how Obi was playing, he would have got paid. How OG was playing, excuse me.
Yeah. Just really quickly, I'm gonna ask you guys this: Which NBA player do you think? I'm gonna give you 2 options: Jason Tatum or Julius Randle. Which NBA player right now is shooting 47.4% from the floor?
Randle.
That's pretty high, right?
Yes.
Randle got off to a slow start, right?
Yep. And everyone's praising KD almost shooting 50, 40, 90.
Well, here's the thing. That player that I just mentioned is Jason Tatum.
Oh, it was? My fault. I thought it was Randle.
Julius Randle is actually shooting a higher percent from the floor. Julius Randle, after a terrible start, has a higher field goal percentage than Jason Tatum.
Okay.
I was gonna say they're gonna probably ask who took more shots. That's probably what it is.
Right. And even you know what? I'll look at that. I'll look at that too. Right. Julius Randle is taking 18.4 shots a game and averaging 24.4 points a game. So he's at 18.4 shots a game. Jason Tatum is at 19.6 shots a game.
Come on.
And is averaging 27 points a game.
Come on.
And
that's
Jason
basically
Tatum
one
is
shot
awesome.
different. Yeah, that's too close. That's too, and plus the positions are different because Tatum plays small forward and shooting guard, where Randle's playing 4 and sometimes even 5 if we decide to go small. But he's also playing small forward at times as well. So if you look at the matchups between Tatum and him, yeah, Tatum is a better start for this league. But me, I want Randle.
And so okay. So if I had to pick, I'm gonna pick Jason Tatum. If I have to pick,
yeah.
And the only reason why I'm picking Jason Tatum is because Jason Tatum has a higher ceiling and he's like 5 years younger.
Yes,
right.
I could agree with that.
I'm sorry. I was just gonna say the reason why I also picked Randle was because even though it is Tatum and Randle is doing well, I feel that Randle at his position as a power forward, that rarity of what he's doing at his position is rarer than what Tatum is doing because you got other guys at that position like Shea, Luka that can also produce good as well. But as far as competition at that position, I would take Randle.
Right. And so the reason why I bring that up too, and great point, but the reason why I bring it up is because the mere fact that I can do legit comparisons between Jason Tatum and okay, so hold on for a second. Let me see. I got my guy back here. Hold on.
The reason why I chose Randle is because from what I've seen, from my perspective, I haven't watched Jason Tatum recently. I've been watching the Knicks games because but with Randle, he's been consistently on a hot shooting streak and a double-double streak for the past 10 games. That's why I look at him like, yeah, he's about to be up there, trending up there soon. So
right. Hey, hold on for a split second. Let me get my guy here. Why didn't it didn't go? In the building. What's good, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good morning, fellas.
Good morning.
Salute.
KMD back in the building. Good gentlemen. Listen, it's a fine day to be a Knicks fan. Fine day. We still got some problems.
100%.
That's what's going to make it great for us to talk about. We got some troubling problems because now it's going to be about fit and feel. You playing with the pieces a little bit, and you thought it was plug and play, and it's not. It's Deuce McBride. I love you, baby. You've been watching Quickly play for years. You already know what that second row point guard gives.
Right.
Deuce McBride, we send you down to the G League, and you'll go for 50. You need to go ahead and go for yours, kid.
Right.
Grimes.
The Knicks are in good hands, too.
Grimes, there's nobody. You're in the second unit. You don't got to hurry up and get the ball out of your hands. In the first unit, yes. We need you to hurry up, get the ball out of your hands, get to the corner. We get it. Second unit, Grimes, you can dribble it a little bit. You can do a couple of things. If Grimes or Deuce could get together and give us 15 minutes with the defense, they get 15 points with the man. Listen, it's that second unit. It's 3 guys playing hot potato. That's not gonna get it done. That first unit now, man. We want to play defense. That first unit wants to play. Look at that first unit giving up 22 points a quarter. Last night they had 13 points. It was about 4 minutes left in the quarter. That first unit playing defense. Julius Randle's playing defense. We just need some scoring out that second unit so the build isn't done. But what a happy day to be a Knicks fan because we see some action. We got
man. So we were talking about Julius Randle being a MVP candidate, right? And the thing about Julius Randle being an MVP candidate is not the fact that he'll win the award, right? But to be in consideration is an honor in its own right? the
Since
thing
the UN days.
is when I say certain players' numbers, if I say 47% from the floor and 34% from three and about 7 attempts from the free throw line, automatically somebody might assume that is Julius Randle. That's actually Jason Tatum, right? And so Julius Randle's numbers are comparable, right? They're comparable numbers. Julius Randle's 3-point shooting is down this year compared to other years, right? But if Jason Tatum is in the MVP conversation with similar numbers to Randle, how are we saying that Randle is not in the MVP conversation when we all think that Jason Tatum has a better team?
Oh, that's another good point.
If Jason Tatum has a better team, then he's putting up these numbers on, and Randle is doing it with a team that is
he just got
in transition, then how do you say that Randle is not in the conversation? Because it appears that Randle is doing more with less, and Jason Tatum has a sidekick or two that helps him every night.
Forget more with less. If he don't do it, the Knicks don't win. If Tatum don't do it, Porzingis can. Brown can. The point guard can.
Drew Holiday, Derek White.
Derek White.
Al Horford.
If Julius don't do it, nobody can. Woo! That's a drop right there.
No, well, you can't say that. Now we
can.
got Brunson. Hold on.
Yeah,
now
they got Brunson, DiVincenzo.
Because what's going on is, I'm sorry, what I was going to say was with Randle's game, but like, I'm just going to tag on what Unc said because I should have said it earlier as well, but it makes perfect sense. What Randle had to deal with earlier in the season, as well as, let's forget the injuries, let's just say the teammates he was playing with never gave him the same type of comparison of a good team as Tatum has. But what he's doing now with Brunson, and maybe if OG figures out what's going on, this team is going to be scary because you're just going to tell Randle to just go. And that's even more scary. You're going to have a power forward going, I think he's going to average 25, 10, and 4.
Well,
and probably a block.
That's why the Knicks are in good hands financially, too.
But here's the thing. Randle's a 2. He's a clear 2. Everybody gives that ball to Brunson, and Brunson initiates every time. And if you don't stop him, his initiation is, I want to score. Brunson makes you stop him from scoring. So now he's learning. I think Halliburton has influenced him to get more assists. But Brunson is leading to score. So Randle's a 2. That's why I'm giving him his props and what he's doing at the 2. That would be the only reason he couldn't get MVP is because he is not the initiator of the offense. He benefits off how good Brunson is. That's why Randle's playing is good.
I agree. I was going to say I agree with that, but the reason why I say he's the 3rd is because he's the veteran, and the way how OG's playing prior to how RG was playing. When RG was playing with us, I know he's not with us, and I'm not going to stay on it for too long, but when he was with us, the team looked different. But when you see how OG is there now you're seeing a different type of Randle. So for me, I think Randle is the 3rd option. OG, because he can score and pass, is going to be the secondary one to feed RJ. To feed Randle. The object is to give the ball to Randle as much as possible on a consecutive level to where he's consistent.
Relax, bro. Relax. OG Anunoby is not.
Yeah, you wild.
That's what I think that's what he's gonna do.
Your spaceship is in hyperdrive, bro.
I'm trying to say OG defense, though, per game. I'm not saying OG is that guy yet, and I'm not saying OG is that guy yet, and I'm not saying everything.
You know, you're
just saying him over me.
Listen to what I said. For me, it was supposed to be RJ, and OG's doing a better job at filling in. So I'm still. I said OG's doing a better job over the last 2 games. That's why I'm saying.
Over how many games? How many games you said?
He only played 2 games.
games.
He only played 2 games. Listen, you say he's doing better over the last 2 games. He only played 2 games. Peep game. OG's job is to run to that corner and hit that 3 at 50%. He might hit it at 50%.
And get dunks in the half court. Get dunks in the half court. That's it.
And once he does that, that defense, that's why Randle's looking like, oh, y'all was cheating on RJ. You don't want to cheat on OG, though, Because OG will hit that sucker at 50%. RJ was hitting it at 33. The odds is different. Now I got
But you're
room to
proving my
operate.
point.
Oh yeah, that's a
You're
big
proving
difference.
my point.
No,
the last two,
OG's not touching the ball.
up.
No, you're wrong. Because OG's not touching the ball. He's standing. The ball's in Randle's hand. You said he plays off of OG, gets the ball to Randle, and that's not the case.
And
let me know when to go.
Cowboy Bob, real quick, before OG Anunoby even got here, these are the games before OG Anunoby even got here. This is Julius Randle. Before OG Anunoby got here, 28 points, 38 points, 25, 24, 26, 26, 27, 22, 23, 32, 34. This is before OG Anunoby even got here.
I know, but I get. You want me to go? Because I didn't want to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, bro.
All right, cool. My point is the way that RJ was doing. I know it's off for 2 games. I'm happy. But what I'm saying is the way the offense was running through RJ, it didn't look as good as it did with OG. I'm not even talking about Randle. But what I'm saying is when I first did my prediction, I said he's supposed to be the third option. But because OG came in the last 2 games, has done a better job at standing at. Like you just said, my man. You just said no. He just said that he was shooting 50%, standing in the corner, and he would be so the defense would contest to him.
No. He said that's his expectation.
Oh, that's his. Okay, my apologies. But what I'm simply trying to say is now the defense is also setting up for OG more than they did for RJ. So now that helps out Randle with the double team. Yes, he still gets double team, but not as often because OG is a threat out with the 3-pointer and also dunking in on people. So what I'm saying is that opening is going to help Randle's game. That's why I say if Randle gets the consistency of that from his other players, he will be the third consistent option to where if Brunson's having a bad day, then Randle's still going to produce. If OG's having a bad day, Randle's still going to produce. That's what I'm saying.
No, answer this.
This is wild, bro.
Yeah, this is wild.
This is wild.
How does OG his spacing of the floor, because that's what it is. He's spacing the floor and giving Randle more room to operate. How does OG spacing of the floor because he hits that corner 3 at a high percentage? How does that make Randle a third option just because OG can space the floor? How does that automatically make Randle a third option? That's not making any sense to me.
Can I say something real quick, if you don't mind?
Yeah, come on, Jake.
So I won't forget about Dante, bro. He's been, dude. He got another option, Dante as well. He could defense, fast break points. He could shoot those sharpshooter threes, man. I would not forget about Dante, bro. He's been on a good streak lately.
No, that's not. So I'm not forgetting about him. It's the topic. The topic.
Yeah, we had a topic on the floor.
Yeah. The topic was Julius Randle could be an MVP candidate. I'm not forgetting about anybody on the Knicks. OG Anunoby, Jalen Brunson, or any of the new Knicks that Cowboy Bob just made up.
Cowboy Bob, my fault. I was stuttering.
He said OJ.
Yeah, I know. OJ,
Yo, Cowboy Bob.
Let me answer his question real quick.
Let
me finish his question.
He's going crazy. He mentioned
RJ. I was just gonna say to answer your question. Before we had RJ, to me, when I was watching the game, when Randle would get double teamed, it was more of a tougher collapse than it was with OG because RJ wasn't as good at the 3 as OG is thus far.
Agreed.
I'm simply trying to say is it's going to allow the defense to second guess whether or not to double Randle. And if they do, they're going to use a weak side defender to where Randle can also create another pass. That's what
how does that
OG
make
brings
him
to
the
the
third
table.
option? How does what you're saying make him the third option? That makes him
okay. See now you're asking me a legit question
because you said, but Cowboy Bob, you just said something that wasn't true. I legit went down all of Julius Randle's scoring games with RJ Barrett. I mentioned 4 30-point games, 2 28-point games, 2 26-point games, all these things before RJ was traded, right? And then now he's averaging 30 plus with OG Anunoby here. You discounted the fact that man averaged 28 points a game with RJ Barrett here. I mean, after the slow start, after the ankle recovery stuff, right? You totally discounted the fact that man averaged 28 points in a month with RJ Barrett.
That was not my intention. He asked me how does OG contribute, and I was trying to explain to him compared to RJ as far as what he does. I think that gives Randle a better option with offense because of the threat of OG. Hold on, I'm telling you. I'm going to explain to you my third option. I'm going to explain to you what I mean by my third option. That's what I'm getting to. So with OG, I'm not overlooking what he was producing before. What I'm saying is with OG's ability to do it, he's going to get more. For me, when I say third option, that is our most veteran, consistent player that we can rely on. I know a lot of people can sit here and say, you're wrong. But like I said, to me, your first option is your superstar. Your second option is your reliable secondary star. Your third option is that guy.
Who's the next superstar?
To me, what I'm seeing based off of this season, I'm sorry, but I think if Brunson keeps this up, I think Brunson would be looked at as more as a superstar than Randle.
How many All-Star games has Jalen Brunson been to?
0. But I'm saying okay. Because of what I've seen, how people rate Randle over the years, I think Brunson would get more.
And he's struggling to get to this one this year. He might not make this one this year. Randle.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is moving forward, people are going to look maybe not in this circle, but outside of this circle, and people who I've talked to, even now, they're saying Captain Brunson, it's his team. So for me,
an all-star. No, that's he's the all-star.
Like I said, outside of this circle, it may
but his team could be a political thing. His stepdaddy, his godfather is the president of the organization. So this being his team could be political. His production on the floor, which is phenomenal, still does not make him, unfortunately, an all-star in the East. And he fixed it. He's got to get that 13 assists those nights last night. But him getting all those points with no assists, and Halliburton's getting 20 assists with no he gonna have a hard time. Brown is going in. Dame Lillard is here now. The fans gonna vote him in. Brunson gonna have a hard time this year, and I love him to death. But to say he's a superstar is just too early. That's just not there.
Okay, so since we've just had this conversation,
but Randle is a superstar. Randle is gonna make his third all-star.
You cut me off before. I'm trying to give you your credit when it's due. I said, based off of this conversation and what I just said earlier about Randle being the third option, I agree with what you say, and I think that I should reevaluate how I use that. So I agree. You're right. Brunson's not the superstar yet. The primary guy is Randle because he's been here dominating. If you put it that way, yes, I agree. But all I was saying was a third option is your most reliable person. Like if you look at, and I hate to bring this team up, Boston.
I don't understand. Shouldn't your most reliable person be your number one person?
No, I understand that, but see, this is what I'm saying. Sometimes when
if my third option is my reliable, I'm gonna lose.
He's saying it a different way. I understand what Tyler about
the Boston example. Let me show you why. Because when you have a guy like Tatum and you gotta have a guy like Brown, they're having their off nights, and then you have Porzingis, who I have been seeing in the late third quarters, fourth quarters, dropping 15 and 20 points at those times, getting a solid 25 points, getting rebounds, getting blocks, and being important. That's what I mean by when I look at this team. I see Randle being like that third silent option that everyone looks over, like how Porzingis is overlooked in Boston. That's all I was trying to say when I meant third option. But I was wrong, and he is either of 1A or 1B.
You could look at the Suns, too, as an example, too. KD, your number one option, Devin Booker, number two, and then you have Bradley Beal.
And then that's what I'm saying. Like, I look at Randle like a Bradley Beal, to where everybody overlooks, and he's just a good-ass player. But based off of this conversation, I was wrong.
So you're saying OG and Anunoby? Okay, all right.
Yeah, like I look at OG and Anunoby because of not just age, but because I feel he has something to prove. Because I don't know, like the way he's playing, it looks like once it clicks, he's going to be a very good player. Remember, Knicks are missing shots. So whenever we transition to Brunson, I got stuff for that. But did I answer your question? I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I answer your question.
Come on for me. Hey, you know what? Hey, Cowboy Bob, do you play golf?
No, I played one.
I do. I love it,
I love that game. That game is.
I love it, bro.
Oh my Lord, I love golf.
I love golf, bro. This time of year,
whipping that ball in the range. Hell yeah!
So I'm throwing mulligans.
Golf game.
I'm throwing mulligans.
Indoor virtual golf is here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. We have one down here too.
Hell yeah!
but Cowboy Bob, you know what? When
Mulligan.
when the hole is like when it's like 374, slightly to the right, with bunkers at about 300 yards up on the left, right? So I always think about pulling out my driver and just trying to crease it down there. But I hit the ball about 280, and sometimes I get like a weird, depending on the conditions, my ball will roll straight towards the bunker. You know what I'm saying? And so sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes I have to pull out.
Baby.
I'm a 200
I was gonna
yarder.
say sometimes I got to pull out the 3-wood, right?
I hit the 200 yarder too. So that feels nice though when you hit that thing out there.
Yeah, man, when you sting it straight down the middle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a nice drive. Hell yeah.
But in the wintertime, sometimes that ground is so hard that when it hit the ground and it just start rolling, bro, and it rolls straight into that bunker at 300, and now you up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying about options.
If you go to tip, guys. If you go golfing, if you want your ball to go further down, like 300-mile range, go golfing when it's like windy towards the direction you're hitting. Yeah, that's gonna give you mileage.
Yeah,
that'll give you freaking mileage. No cap.
Use the physics.
Yep.
Use the weather. Take advantage of that. No cap.
Also, hit drives off a mountain when you're 300 feet above your target.
So I should be playing.
No question.
So if I'm playing the best golf in the thunderstorms, it doesn't matter. I should keep going, right?
I'm not playing golf in a thunderstorm. I'm in a clubhouse.
Like in Caddyshack. No, like in Caddyshack.
That's a good point, Freezie.
Remember? He said it out there. This is my best game ever.
Don't wave that metal out there when it's lightning, bro.
But it was his best game of his life. He was shooting perfectly with the wind.
So yeah, but to the point though about the Randle and the OG Anunoby thing is OG Anunoby has never been an all-star.
Yes.
Right. We shouldn't even be talking about OG Anunoby replacing Randle at anything. That dude has never been there and done that. Right. The thing with Brunson, I like Brunson. Brunson's a great player. Right. Brunson's a great player. And I think he's going to make the all-star team this year because he got snubbed last year. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, is he really having a better season than Trae Young? Before you say yes,
no, I don't
look
think
at
so.
Trae Young's numbers. Right? Yeah. And is he really having a better season than Donovan Mitchell? Before you say yes, look at Donovan Mitchell's numbers.
Not yet. I would say not yet.
Is he having a better season than Damian Lillard? Before you say yes, you should look at Damian Lillard's numbers.
All combined, not just yet. That's all.
Yeah. And then if is he having a better season than Tyrese Halliburton?
Or
before you say yes, you should look at his numbers.
Halliburton's in the MVP conversation.
Or De'Aaron Fox or Steph Curry. Or those guys,
right? And a sleeper name is Jalen Brunson having a better season than Cade Cunningham.
Oh boy,
brand new,
that dude nice.
A brand new guy into the All-Star guard conversation. Before you say yes, I think you should look at his numbers, right? Like legit. There are a lot of guys that are putting up really good offensive numbers this year along with Jalen Brunson. Now, I think Jalen Brunson is going to make it. And in my mind, I think Jalen Brunson should be an all-star starter. But I'm a Knicks fan.
What?
Right. I'm a Knicks fan. So, first, hey, while we at, I want to say salute to Northern New Jersey Public Schools for having the greatest education on the planet.
Team Neck High, baby. What happened? You muted?
I could see Brunson as like a second.
Mute up, guys. Mute up. We got the show going.
out to the greatest borough that has ever existed. The Bronx, New York is in the building.
Whatever, yo.
Lee, what's good, bro? Shout out to the Bronx, New York.
BX, what up?
Yeah.
Yo, number one, I want to say Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying, to everybody that didn't catch. You know what I'm saying, and I want to say this one thing. I gotta say it live from my mouth. Kerry Cox, I guess you was right, man. Dang. But you know what though? It's all good, yo. Happy New Year. I'm happy to see y'all, be around y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm honored, and I appreciate it.
Yeah.
What's popping though?
I'm chilling, brother.
Hey, Miss Felicia is in the building. Salute to Miss Felicia in the building. Chef NYK on both IG and in the spot. So we rocking on IG, we rocking on YouTube, we're rocking on X all at the same time, getting all of my beloved Knicks fans the exposure that they deserve, raising their social media profile, spreading love. Y'all know the vibe.
Yeah, so about that Brunson conversation you were talking about before,
right?
If he gets in the All-Star roster, like for this All-Star this season, I think I could see him be trying to be the shooting guard of that starter if he's a starter.
Yeah.
If he's the point guard of that team, I think he could play off the bench of the All-Star team, like when it comes up. If he's an All-Star,
I think Brunson got
run that too as well.
I think Brunson got a serious issue.
Okay, hold that thought for a split second.
Like you on the beat.
Yo, King Ribby, that music intro was fire.
Fire, bro.
That guy.
Hold on, not to cut y'all off. Yo, Freezie, I don't get no shout out to Brooklyn. Like, what's up?
That was every bit of shout out to Brooklyn.
Nah.
The dead silence is like a moment of silence for BX.
Yeah, shout out to the greatest boroughs that ever existed, bro.
Y'all no, you said shout out to the greatest boroughs, and then you said the Bronx.
The Bronx, because if it wasn't for the Bronx, this rap wouldn't be going on, and that is where it's going up down, baby.
Yo, shout out to the
chat. Shout out to the Bronx. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to Mount Vernon. Shout out to New Rochelle, Yonkers. Y'all already know the vibe.
Shout out to Brick City, Newark, New Jersey. We in the building.
Don't forget about Brunswick, baby. Don't forget about Patterson. Don't forget about Passaic. Don't forget about Hackensack. Don't forget about Teaneck, bro. I know those areas.
Nassau County, born and raised all day.
I'm married to Newark.
Yeah, and shout out to Stick City. If you want to shout out to Stick City, if you want to get stuck, show some bucks. Show your chain.
Ricky Rubio retired, guys.
Show your chain. Shout out to Stick City, where I'm from, up on the hill.
Ricky Rubio retired, guys. Just to let you know, there's the news I just got. Ricky Rubio retired.
Okay.
Just a little heads up,
God bless him.
Yeah, man.
MVP.
Brunson got Floyd. Brunson got
Julius Randle, baby.
So again, so the conversation we were having is should Julius Randle be in the MVP conversation? And for those that are keeping score, remember the MVP award is a regular season award, right? For everybody that's like, yo, was he gonna shoot with 4 minutes left in Game 7? bro, the MVP award is a regular. Relax, relax. We'll deal with
Can
the
I
playoffs when they get here.
can I say
Right?
something?
Yeah. Go ahead, bro.
No, I apologize for cutting
No,
you
go
off,
ahead.
but
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Randall. If we look at what Randall's doing at his position, he deserves to be mentioned because most of the guys, like if you look at Giannis, is like pretty much the only other guy at the power forward position I think that can match with what as far as production with Randall if he's consecutively doing this throughout the season, which I think he can. But if you look at anywhere else, it's very competitive. But at that position, Randall should be able to sneak in like how Ewing was at the center position back in the day when he was always top five for like a good seven,
Wow.
8 years.
I think positions is a little outdated. I think the CBA is gonna get rid of. They
Same.
already
Yeah,
changed their
that's a fact.
who goes and what. I think about talking about players by position is moot these days. These players don't care what position they play. They ball players.
Right.
Now, with that said, though, I'm gonna say this. Randall is killing the league right now, and he is the most under-talked NBA player right now. Um, he's the most misunderstood player that's playing this game. With that said, Julius Randle is a phenomenal player. Stop hating on him. Stop it.
Who's hating on Randall?
Anybody out there in the
That's right. He talking to whoever wants smoke. Freeze. Wow, you want smoke? He
Whoever's
asked
hating on
whoever.
the Randall, that's what he meant.
Nah, man. That young man. I ain't gonna lie to you. 4 years ago, not even 4 years, about 3 years ago, I was on that get him the hell up out of town, and I'm the right one to talk to you about the good things of this young man. He won me back over. You know what I'm saying? Yo,
I'll
Julius Randle,
confess. I was
he's
yeah.
all right. Let me tell you something. Like, all he got to do is show up in the playoffs for me this time right now, and I'm good with him because I think we're gonna win a chip. And if he shows up in the playoffs this year, we just might get there if we get that third scorer.
We
So
gonna we
that's
gonna need
it.
one more consistent scorer. In fact, I
I'll
don't think it's
confess
just
that.
third score on the first team. I think it's somebody to score off the bench is necessary.
Exactly. That's where we lost our money. Hold on. My man, OG, okay, he adds a little plus to the offense because he does other things, and you know what I'm saying, RJ didn't. So be it. That's cool. But we need somebody who can give us at least 25 to 30 off the bench, 15 at the least.
Okay.
You done? Go ahead, y'all.
I'll
Hell,
Now,
confess
y'all
I
So,
quiet.
though.
just want
so, so sincere, the genius. Thank you for the generous contribution. We need to start calling Julius Rampage Randall. Bim.
Agreed.
Take that. Take that.
Bim.
double R.
Pause. Want to take that though.
Oh yeah,
Now's
yeah.
the
Oh,
time to
oh,
say
oh
that.
yeah. Oh, pause. Yikes.
The more
Y'all
hype
crazy.
and the more hype at MSG when people watch the game at the Knicks game, the more hype there is, the more energized they are. Randall's gonna go off because you gotta understand like the motivation from the fans make him the type of player he is.
I
If y'all
honestly
go to
think
the games,
I honestly think Randall is finally look comfortable, and he's showing us who he was trying to be all these years.
because also
I
last
think he
year,
deserves.
also I'm sorry, Ravi, my bad. I was gonna say like 2 years ago when the Knicks were in the first playoffs the first time since 1999 when they played the Hawks, and I was at the game too. That was a crazy. But I was at the game versus the Hawks game two. So I noticed that when Randall was playing 2 years ago, he played like he didn't experience the playoffs yet. He didn't know he was shy. He was anxious, anxiety. He could tell the way he was playing. He wasn't. overthinking his game. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
but so with that being said, like, yeah, I heard that, yeah.
Okay.
But Randall's been improving a lot since last year.
Well, I honestly think that the pressure is being relieved off of him to where it's a lot easier now. That's what's making it easier. Adding Brunson
I
last
could agree.
year, Brunson last year was what made the pressure make us ease up off of him
Facts.
to where we
That
made it
was
to
a
the
big
second
fact.
round.
Yep.
And to jump onto my man Corey Lee to say what he said about adding that other scorer, he's right. It's going to relieve even more pressure to it. Randall is going to be average. He's going to go on a tear for a good month. But the thing is one, consistency and health, which everybody deals with, and two, if he looks discomfortable now, is he going to have it for the playoffs? Even though we're talking about a regular season award, people want to see him be the most consecutive person, and they expect him to do more and be good doing it over a longer period of time than any other player. And I think that this year Randall's going to have his coming out party.
I think
Whether we
Randall
get the other player or
yeah.
not, whether we get the other player or not, I still think he's going to be in the top 10 for MVP votes if this continues, because you're saying 24, 10, and like probably 4 assists. That is basically what gets you in All NBA. That's what gets you into the All Star game. And whether it's position or position not, he's going to move up the ranks even more because of who he's battling. If he's doing this against guys like Giannis, if he's doing this against guys like, I know he's not going to be being Embiid like that, but if he's playing against the Sixers and dominating, if he's doing this against the Nuggets and he's dominating, still giving you 27 or 25, giving you 10 boards, looking aggressive, attacking the rim, being hungry, looking like a thoroughbred, getting down on fast break points, being a second or third option at every cost, everywhere. If he does this consistently, yes, MVP. But like I said to the haters, they want the new and young talent. That's why they think Brunson. You had a guy up here say Brunson, it's Brunson's team, proving my point that everybody already is saying it's more about Brunson than it is Randle. So he is going to get overlooked due to that because our own fan base isn't giving him credit.
No, it's Brunson's team politically.
Though.
It's Brunson's team
Yeah,
politically.
I agree with that.
No. I agree with what you say.
Somebody got an echo going on, man. Somebody echo. Oh, okay.
I agree when you said that because you said it earlier, and I said that that's cool. But I was bringing up
Is it me? Is it me?
Hold on, I can't tell who it is. It's somebody. Hold on.
It's fine.
Now it's back. It's back.
Is it me?
It's Gian. It's Gian. Gian, you got an echo, boss.
All right. So all I was saying was that was just going back to my point to where I know you said it's politically driven, but people still take that seriously. Yes, we know it's political driven, but you're hearing people even sending up super chats. It's Brunson's team. I mean, the last one we had said Rampage Randle, but if you look, everyone in the chat pretty much is going to say they think it's Brunson's team. And his own fan base isn't giving Randle credit. So how are we going to expect the league to give a man credit when they're saying Brunson's too small and he's not even good enough? But everyone's putting Brunson instead of what Randle's been doing.
But I believe Randle could work towards that, toward that All-Star collab, or like he could work towards that.
Yes. But that's what I'm saying.
He's not there yet.
But what I'm saying is he's been producing. He's made All NBA. He's been All-Star, even more than Brunson. But everyone will put Brunson ahead of him, and that's out of the fan base. Yes, some of it is political driven, based out of us. But if you look and literally listen to how other channels and how they talk, they're talking about Captain Clutch, Brunson Burner. I mean, I know that's what Uncle uses, but I'm saying like these things are good to pump him up for an All-Star. But people are taking it literally because they hate Randle within us. If our own fans don't believe in our players, then how are we expecting other people's outside of the circle to? And if the people in the circle believes more in Brunson, whether it's political or not, they're still going to push that agenda.
I heard that.
I agree.
Makes sense.
That's why I said if Randle does this against better teams, like when he did it against the first game we had OG,
Giannis.
he played no. I'm talking about with the Timberwolves. He had Cat. That kid, he got burnt on one play by Cat. Randle came back down and burnt him on the next play and looked at him like, sit your little butt down, little man. And I'm looking and I'm like, he exposed Cat for what I've been saying. Cat is only good because of Goldberg's defensive pressure. Him boxing out 2-3 guys, him being able to rebound, him being a defensive threat. And Cat knows that he has a good defender if he gets burnt. So a lot of times he'll get burnt to get in a position to grab a rebound. So Cat is feeding. I'm not taking away from his skill set, but he's feeding off for having Gobert. But you can't say that about Randle being nasty with Mitchell. Oh, his better rebounder. No, Randle has always been this guy. Randle has always been proven to do all these good things. It's just now everyone's getting to see it. They still question it because of previous history, but it's not fair. If they did that to Giannis has always been in MVP conversations for years, except for the 1 year he got hurt.
Okay.
How is it fair for him to just be okay and average because it's Giannis? No.
He's still recovering from the ankle injury, so you gotta give him time to like mentally process the way he's developing.
I think he's recovered because if you look at not even the last 2 games before that, Randle had moments where he would get 10, 12 points, or there would be moments to where he would be doing key fouls, getting to the foul line. Went to the foul line 1 game in the third quarter 11 times. Like, he's still contributing, but it may not be on the 3-point line. That's what everybody's also talking about. If Randle's so good, why is he shooting below league average with 3-point range?
He's been bullying the paint more too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And he's been getting more creative shots down low, and he's not even just following through. He's actually trying to get the rebound if he misses. He's not just like hitting the shot and then going right back down. No, he's looking for the other rebound, even though he got Hartenstein down there. He's fighting more. He's being more aggressive. And I'm not even talking about the last 2 games. I'm talking about from like pretty much the beginning of December. I've noticed.
And I noticed also that Randle could find his shots. Like if he has a shot that he wants to find it, he can make those. He created his own shots is what I'm trying to say as well. I noticed that too.
Yeah.
Learn from Melo.
Anyway, outside of all of that, we are playing great basketball.
Agreed. 100%.
We are playing good basketball.
Unlike the New York Giants, we are playing great basketball.
Thank you for the headache. Thank
you for the headache. That was funny.
Why you got? What's my Giants, B?
The Giants, bro. Next year will be interesting.
How you troll like that? How you drop a Giants bomb like that and just dip for 30 seconds?
That was random.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's shout out to the greatest borough of all times, Staten Island, New York.
I love the Giants. They just need Daniel back in shape, man. That was a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
10 more years, Giants. 10 more years before we make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, man.
Man.
So just to transition really quickly, or I promised myself I would stop saying quickly, so I have to use another word outside of quickly. I'm gonna say for the time being, I'm gonna use the word expeditiously as a placeholder until I find a better word. So, but just to transition expeditiously to Jalen Brunson is a facilitator topic. This is 2 games in a row. After game 1, I pointed it out. It's like, hey, man, Jalen Brunson looks like a facilitator. And then he looked like a facilitator again last night, right? And so what I'm thinking is this might be the new Jalen Brunson, right? I don't want to say with any certainty, but just the thought of Jalen Brunson being a facilitator to me is a positive.
I think Jalen Brunson is going to be a facilitator and scorer combined. I think he's going to get those double-doubles with assistant points every freaking night.
Yeah, man.
If he keeps that game up, he'll be definitely all-star material if he continues with that double stat with assists and all that and scoring.
Okay.
I just want to see him play good for Philly tomorrow night. But if he does that shit again, oh my God, that shows you he's going to be doing it every night on a nightly basis.
Yo, Corey Lee, Bully said you better read his membership comment, or he gonna. Did you see it?
Nah, I didn't.
He wants you to read his. He wants you to read his. He's like, yo, tell Lee to read my comment or else.
Hold up. You gotta be blinded. Hey.
So he said, I can read it. He says, he said, tell Corey Lee, salute family, shout out to the chat. Dope win at work listening. And he says he'll call y'all later after he finishes putting up his Julius Randle altar. I didn't know he liked
Okay,
Julius Randle like that.
He ain't say that.
yo, nah. See, that's why he put that on me, yo. Yo, that's
He
messed
probably
up,
somewhere
yo.
getting a Julius Randle tattoo, bro.
On his ass, yo. I don't know. But
Oh
I'll
wow.
say this,
Wow.
yeah.
You just said he
Nah,
wanted
man,
it.
I ain't mean to disrespect him, but you know what I'm saying. But I'll put it to you like this. Listen, ah, my guy's going, man. So I gotta support the most unique, unique thing we got, and it is Julius Randle, yo.
Salute, guys. By the way, salute to the
Yeah,
chat.
man. Salute to
I
everybody.
apologize. I froze.
Oh well.
Hey, man.
On the Jalen Brunson topic though, if this is the new Brunson, then do we really need to go out and get another scorer, or should we go out and get another facilitator? If this is the new Brunson, if this was in Brunson's bag the whole time and we didn't know, doesn't that change who we should probably go out and get?
Yes.
Yes, I
Because if we
100%
thought we
yes.
needed a facilitator, but Brunson can do it, then why go get a facilitator and then you know what I mean? Maybe we need and understand two facilitators. The only thing better than a facilitator is two facilitators, right? But as long as both can do something while the other one is cooking.
Also, if the Knicks get another All-Star caliber scorer, another one like that's like so we have Brunson, Randall, then OG. If we get a actual scorer next up, I can see the Knicks trending to be a true contenders in the
I
East.
think I think they're here
Mm-hmm.
already. I just think we need. I think that our next scorers are here because if you look, sometimes DiVincenzo can get hot. Sometimes it can be
Yeah.
OG. So if we use those two guys and like build off of that and feed off of that, we have our scorers. I think we need another defensive facilitator. And I've been pumping this for a while now about Alex Caruso. You get him coming off the bench, that's a good 13 points, as well as defense, as well as facilitating, as well as getting guys into the right spots to where even Grimes will be better because now you're giving Grimes a help on defense to where he's not going after the first guy. You're pushing Hart out of the way to stop being, oh, you can take Giannis. No, you got Alex Caruso who's going to be leading the defense. He's going to be pushing out of Hart out of those bad positions and getting Hart to his proper matchups. He's going to be controlling the offense and he can score. So for me, that balance out of Caruso coming off, it'll give us what we were missing in quickly in offense and in defense. That's just my
I could
opinion
see
as far as
Murray. I could see Jonathan Murray be on the scoring the Knicks need
I don't
actually.
I don't I like Murray a lot, but what I'm saying is what I'm saying how DiVincenzo and OG and how everyone's playing. I think those two
Defensively.
guys being here are our next two scorers that are coming out of their shell. I don't think we need to get another scorer because we still need Brunson. We don't know what Brunson can do because at any given moment Brunson could give us 20 or he could give us 40. So if we can find out where his level is, if it's at a 30 range, we don't need another scorer. We just need another defensive type guard that can facilitate, help out the second team, and do good defense to push out a Hart because everybody's complaining about how bad Hart is. OG's helping out Grimes' game. OG, to me, I think, has shown potential of what we've been wanting. So let's try to find a player that's going to help out Hart to like move him out of that position. Like we all know, Alex Caruso is not better. I mean, is better at defense than Hart is, and Hart is not going to have the heart to step up to a guy like Caruso. But that's what you need. You need someone like that.
And also, if I was Leon Rose right now, I would wait for a little bit to see how Brunson could do if he could facilitate and score.
I
Just
wouldn't.
like the past two games, I would wait a little bit and see how he does it consistently in the next 20 games. And if he's doing that and he's good facilitating and scoring, then yeah, we could get a score. But if his Brunson just wants to score, then yeah, we need facilitating and
I
defensive players
wouldn't
as
do
well.
that. I wouldn't do that per se. Like later on, because if you think about it, we're now put on notice since OG got with us and how much better we're playing as a team. We made the adjustment in the second half. We were down, we came
Facts.
back and won, and we were doing really well. So we're already on notice. So what I'm saying is we need another sneak trader where it's a piece to where most people aren't gonna give us a king's ransom. Because right now, I bet you if we go after Murray, we're gonna probably have to give up like 3 draft picks, or it's gonna be some reach. And later on down the line, we're not gonna be the only team looking for a guy like a Murray. More teams are gonna have better offers just to pull them away from us to make us not contend for a championship. Because
So you don't think?
if this is the team's productivity off of 2 games with OG, imagine the whole season if they're healthy and productive the way they've been doing. They're not going to give us that next key guy. Think about it. I'm going to give you a key guy to give you an advantage. I'd rather trade with your enemy than to give it to you just to see you lose. That's why I said we need a sneaky low budget trade, or I don't know.
I think Murray.
Let me ask y'all something real quick. So, do you think by like let's say now this current time, do you guys think that the Knicks, for your perspective or your opinion, do you think you want to get on your team a shooting guard that could shoot and facilitate, or we want to get another wing or any type of defender and that could get boards as a small forward or power forward or whatever? Which of those two would you prefer to have on your roster if you had to choose currently by the trade deadline? If you were the Knicks.
Let me do this just really quickly, and then I'll address that one, because I think that's a loaded question. So Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Shout out to Paris Duggar. He says January, February, Randle is MVP every year. So he's not going to change his profile now. What's different and trustworthy is he has a much better sustainable approach, and that he's playing inside first basketball. Agreed. Hey, Bully, thank you to one of the members of the channel, Boulevard 73. Check out the 718 Boys Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock every week on this channel, Blorange Tears. Bully says, shout out to the best borough in the world, Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. Bem.
Let's get it.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Bully.
Shout out to Bully.
Shout out.
And to Jake's question, what I would say is I think you can have both if you want both. Right? You can have both if you want both. A shooting guard that can also be a wing player, you can have both of those. Right? If you're saying just a facilitator though, just a facilitator, you can have a facilitator at any position. You can actually have all of that in one if you go get a Brandon Ingram, right? A Brandon Ingram type player.
Oh, that would be lethal.
But the thing about it is you have to think about how much asset are you looking to spend, right? Is this a short-term fix or a long-term fix, right? And would that player come in and fit in a role with this Knicks team, right? Because too much of a good thing and in certain things could be a bad thing, right? For instance, what if you go overpay for a LeBron James that's on the Lakers team that's struggling right now, and LeBron comes here, and then he resets the pecking order. He's a short-term fix, but he's better than Brunson, Randle, and OG Anunoby all put together. But he's 39, right? And you can pay for Randle. I mean, pay for LeBron. You're gonna all the draft picks that you have saved up. You got to give them all of that, and then you're gonna have to trade OG Anunoby and probably Brunson in order to get LeBron. And then when you get LeBron, it'll just be LeBron and Randle. And now all your assets are gone. And now you'll have a Lakers situation.
I would not get LeBron. Not even because he's old. Yes, he's 39, but he's also like he's gonna he's gonna reset the whole roster if he does. But we're not gonna get him anyway. So
No, no, no.
No,
What I'm
but that's
no, no. I'm responding to your question, so you
right,
can so
yeah,
you can shape your question in a way that we can answer it to get the answer that you want.
sure. Yeah, I heard you though. Well, but yeah. So me personally, if I'm gonna if I want to trade for someone, if I was the Knicks, if I was Leon Rose, right, I want to get like a second or third option that could play multiple positions, a defender, also facilitator, but could score 38% from the three. I'm
Jake.
okay with getting that type of player for that.
I don't know about
Jake,
30
those
for
those guys
3 point.
are expensive. Those guys are expensive and in high demand. So if we do get one of those guys similar to, and I hate to use this as an example, but Dre and Uncle Freezie is right. Similar to the Josh Hart situation, we overpaid for him. I'm
Well, we
being
got
real.
first
Let's look.
round
Let's look. We
picks.
needed a guy like what Josh Hart was producing when he was starting in with the Trailblazers. But then now, if you look at what he's doing, he's not worth that contract. So, like, I'll ask you: is it a short term fix to where it's going to affect us, which it will, or are we just doing this just to try to win now and make sure it's balanced?
You get a role
Yo,
player.
if
That's why I
if
said Alex Caruso, because even though he's starting now, he was mostly off of the bench. He was like the top defender as a role player coming off the bench last year.
if
I
this
like
guy wasn't
Brogdon though.
if this
Yep.
guy
Even
wasn't
Brogdon,
injured,
you could even say Brogdon. Like
Hey,
that's more
I like
reasonable.
him. He's cool. He's
hey,
nice.
Corey Lee, I got a shirt for you, bro. Lee,
What?
Lee, I got a shirt for you. What size you wear? A medium?
nah, I wouldn't meet him.
Hell nah.
Here
I
it is.
wore
Here it is. You
medium.
like that?
Yeah, I love that.
Unc,
Yeah,
you
I fit
doing them
that.
dirty, Unc. You doing them dirty.
You like that?
It's
Chicago
all
Bears.
good.
Okay.
It's all good.
I'm just saying,
That's
bro.
fly, man. That's fly.
I'm gonna bring it to you though. I'm gonna
No
bring it to you.
doubt.
I'm
He's
not gonna
gonna
put it in the
sign.
mail.
You gonna sign it, Unc? You gonna sign it and bring it to him?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna bring it to Lee, man, so we can when we get down to the A, we can hang out. We can hang out. Chicago Bears buddies. Walk around the A with
No
Chicago
doubt.
Bears shirt on.
No doubt.
Dressed up like
Talk,
twins
talk, talk a whole bunch of Gale says and goddamn
and what's
excuse
the
me
name? But
Walt
you can
Payton.
own a shirt like that with Jesus sandals on, bro.
No doubt. That
No
has
socks.
some.
No
Facts.
Exactly like that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hell
That's facts.
socks. Yeah. It's but
yeah. Oh my God.
so the when Jake asked the question, yeah, I think it all depends on what you're willing to pay, right? Is it long term or short term? Is this person going to fit in what you already have, or is what you already have does what you already have going to have to fit around that person?
I should have
I'm
said
gonna say
asked
this
that
real quick.
specifically clearer. So
Hold on 1 second, guys.
Yeah, yeah, and nah, no doubt, no doubt. So, and so, Jake, what I'm saying to you is, I think it was a fascinating question. I just think there's levels to the answers that'll be provided. You know what I
well,
mean? Because
what about
if
the
it's a
yeah,
short term fix, if
right.
it's a short term fix, right? Then I don't think one guy is the answer. I think you got to go. If it's a short term thing, right? Go get a veteran. Go get CJ McCollum, right? And then go get Daniel Gafford to back up or to start over, however, to be in the center mix with the Knicks. Get Denny Avdija, right? And then go get Ish Smith from Charlotte. If it's a
What
short
about
term, if it's short term, right? Go get some guys that'll be on your books for 1 or 2 seasons, and you just make a run at a championship with those guys, right? If it's a long-term fix, and I mean super long, I'm talking about like go get a guy younger than OG Anunoby and Jalen Brunson, right? Go get a Donovan Mitchell. I think he's either the same age or a little bit younger than both of those guys, right? Go get him and a big that's around their age, Miles Turner, somebody like that, right? To throw into the center mix, right? And so you can make a run at it for the next year or two, the next 2 or 3 years. But if you're talking about starting all over from scratch, just build it out of the draft.
Also, one more question, and I'll let y'all speak. I'll listen. One more question. So, do you want Tibbs as your coach long term? If that's the case,
It's not my choice. Hold on a second. Let me talk on this. It's not my choice. You know why it's not my choice? Because it's on the front office. The front office showed in this last what? It's the fourth day of the month. In the last week, a week or so, they showed us right now that they're willing to make a change for their for their for their survivability.
as a
Now,
fan, not
if,
asking as a fan, like, would you rather
I mean,
want
as a
Tibbs
fan,
long term? Yeah, for sure, for sure,
as a fan, I mean, we have no choice.
for sure.
You
But
know
but
what
if
I'm saying?
we but if we're just asking a fan question, it's a fan channel. So I mean, I think it's fair. I think because at least I don't think we're journalists, right? I don't think we're journalists or insiders or reporters or any of that stuff. So if you're asking it from a fan's perspective,
Yes,
I'm gonna say that even though I respect Tom Thibodeau, I do. I respect Tom Thibodeau, but as a man in his 50s, I've seen coaches like Tom
60.
Thibodeau in every sport. They have names like Buddy Ryan, Buck Showalter. You know what I'm saying?
Larry Brown.
Larry Brown. Yeah, they have names like that, bro. Where they hold on to the past so much. Bobby Knight, right? They hold on to the
Fact.
past for so long that they forget that everything in life is ever evolving. If you're not evolving, you're dying, right? And while I don't think Tibbs is a bad coach, right? And I understand that he does have a handle on analytics and things of that sort. I don't think that man is open to this vast future of NBA basketball as we see it evolving in front of us. And I'll say this, Jake and King Ribby, you guys are old enough to have seen the NBA evolve from an era of small forwards dominating the NBA. You've seen it, the Kobe's,
the
the
Carmelos. Oh yeah,
Carmelos,
for
the Kevin
sure.
Durant's. You're
Oh
in
yeah,
an era. You're in an era where guys, unathletic guys, are just shooting over the top of defenses. You've seen it with
Mm,
your own eyes, right?
yeah.
You're right,
mm.
and Corey Lee is old enough to have seen in college football a college football team would legit come out in a set that had one tight end, a fullback, a quarterback, and 3 running backs, right?
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
And right now, Corey Lee can't say the last time he saw a fullback get 5 touches in a football game, whether it was college or NFL.
One touch.
Right, right. You see what I'm talking about by the evolution? So
yes, I
so
understand.
so so
Yes,
so quarterbacks in today's NFL are still doing the option. The option never went away, but it's revolutionized, right? And the same thing with the NBA with Tom Thibodeau, right? Defense is not going away, right? It has to adjust. Offense is not going away. It has to adjust. So if you're asking me about Tom Thibodeau, what I'm saying to you is absolutely I can see an era where the Knicks replace Tom Thibodeau for somebody that grasp all the possibilities of the future of NBA basketball. Right? I can also see them stick with him and see us stagnate and get to a point where Knicks fans are ready to riot.
for sure, bro. Thank you for the answer. Thank you for your
Yeah,
opinion.
because like for instance, I'll give another example, Lee. I, uh, um, um, I started playing golf right when people were still using woods and irons like the composite irons,
Yeah.
right? Like when a driver still was wood, right? Like the wood the screwed together wood. You know what I'm saying? I had started playing golf right then, right? Right when you could either use a wood or composite metal, right? Not the high tech metals that they have now. They use spaceship metal now on these golf clubs, bro.
My
But
driver's steel.
yeah,
That's fire.
man.
My driver's
Yeah, man.
steel. That shit is fire.
Yeah, so the point that I'm getting at is I don't think Tibbs is that guy to navigate this team into the future.
Thank you.
But every dog has its day, right? Like
No doubt.
none of us are gonna stay 19 years old forever.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tibbs had an excellent NBA career. I'm not saying that he's a bad coach.
No
What I'm
doubt.
saying is you can probably remember the day Kobe Bryant got drafted, and you probably saw the day that Kobe Bryant retired. Right?
Exactly.
You probably remember the day when Dwayne Wade got drafted, right? And you remember the day that Dwayne Wade retired.
I
And now
remember
you're
the
like, dang, I'm getting
2013
old,
Knicks
bro.
Pity.
I watched that man
fire.
his entire career, right? And for those of y'all
17 years of my life
get
I'm passed by.
what I'm talking about, bro, y'all watch Quentin Grimes get drafted, and if you live long enough, you're gonna watch Quentin Grimes retire. Right?
Oh, that's crazier.
That's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
And so that's what I'm saying about Tom Thibodeau. We remember when Tom Thibodeau was the hot young assistant.
Yeah.
He's not the hot young assistant anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying the game has passed them by. What I'm saying is that
time flies by.
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. You have to evolve. You have to change with the times. Right? You don't have to change the times, but you can change with them. It's like when you go to a party and the DJ puts on a record, you don't just dance to your own beat because you look awkward. You dance to the beat of the music. Right?
Dance with the vibe too.
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
I'm a music producer. I understand what you're saying. I'm a music producer. I'm trying to DJ myself, make my own beats. So I totally understand where you're coming from. Yeah, man. I'm champ on the beat.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
I need to link.
I need your fucking you give me your vocals. I got you, man.
Boom. Boom.
Give me your rap vocals.
Yeah. And so just a programming note. So we're gonna do an emergency big boss man roundtable at about 3:05, 3:10 today. Woodshed.
Can I be a part of that?
You gonna rock the mic? Nope. Woodshed. That's close. That's close, bro. That's that man. You know how it is, bro. Y'all know what it is. You know what I'm saying? That man had already planned it. That man planned it beforehand, man. He already told me about a thing. So, but in the future, for future episodes, bro, y'all know how we do. Y'all know how we do, man. So, but and for those of y'all in the chat and y'all hear me talk, listen, man, I'm just a straight shooter, y'all. I don't mean no harm by it. You know what I'm saying? I just try to keep it a stack with everybody I come across so that there won't ever be a thing about Uncle Freezie said this or Uncle Freezie said that, because Uncle Freezie always just shoot it straight all the time. That way it won't be you know what I'm saying? There won't be no confusion. Like you can't go, man, Uncle Freezie was him and hawing about such and such, man. He didn't. But anyways, so on that note, I'm gonna get out of here and grab some lunch. I'm gonna wait on this telephone over here to ring so that I can, do the blase blah.
Go New York, go New York,
go to the Blorange Tears, the chat. Freezie, thanks for having me on. And
no doubt.
Talking to y'all about the Knicks.
No doubt.
Guys, nice meeting you. I gotta go. Salute and have a wonderful day. What's up?
Man. Yeah, man. No doubt. And thank y'all, everybody that watched on Instagram. Thank you. Everybody that watched on X. Thank you. Everybody that watched on YouTube. Thank you. We out.